Hi, everybody. I'm Tracy.
And I'm Jim.
And we're the Nelsons.
And this is Ready to
Sell.
This is episode 3, and today we're going to talk about 3 things.
3 things.
But before we do that, we really want to thank everybody. We've got some feedback on the podcast.
People seem to like it.
Think it's valuable and helpful, so I hope you are too.
Right.
And if you find it valuable and helpful, please tell your friends, or wherever you're listening to us or even watching us on YouTube, please leave a review or stars or thumbs up or whatever it is they do on that particular platform.
Go team.
Yes. But today, what are we going to talk about, Trace?
Today, we're going to talk about 3 different things. The first one is it the right time to sell?
Should I wait to sell?
Right.
Right. What's the second one?
The second one, we're going to talk about our local
eggs in the city.
Our local business.
Which is fantastic.
Want to support.
And they're open on Sunday.
They are open on Sunday, and that's something that we really value.
And what's the third thing?
And the third thing is my baby is ugly.
No one thinks their baby is ugly. Now, that's not to say anybody's baby is ugly, but that'll make more sense toward the end of the show.
And if you'll notice, we are in our new
studio.
That's
what we're calling it.
It's
a studio.
Super exciting. It's much like, when you get a remake of remember when David Letterman got his first kind of facelift?
It's exactly like that.
It was kind of like that.
The studio facelift, not Dave's facelift. Did Dave ever get a facelift?
I don't think
he did.
so.
I like
and with that beard.
He just got a big beard.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, our studio is new, but it's kind of not like Dave's studio. It's like that comedian said, my girlfriend's like Shania Twain, except she's shorter and her face is different. Our studio is shorter and your face is different.
We are really fun.
So let's talk about the first thing.
Yeah, what is our first thing again?
Should I wait, Tracy? Should I wait to sell my house? I mean, the market's changing so much. I think I should wait to sell my house.
That's a great question, Jim. I really appreciate you bringing that up and asking that question. And the answer is no.
Well, you're just a realtor saying that.
Why is the answer no?
Because you're a realtor. You just want me to sell my house with you. Right?
Right.
Wrong.
Right.
Wrong. Here's why. So it's really interesting because the market is always changing. That's true.
Right.
However, right now we see house prices continuing to rise. So think of it like all your buyers are in the pool. Summer,
right? Because it's the beginning of summer.
You're out by the pool.
I'm with you. Okay.
It's a kidney-shaped
pool, as most pools are.
And everybody's in it. Everybody's having a good time. Now, house prices are going up, which means the available buyers for your house is going to get smaller by a degree.
I don't understand. Why would buyers get smaller if house prices are going up?
They don't actually shrink in size.
No?
That's a misnomer. That's a very important thing to clear up. Buyers stay the same size.
Okay.
However, they only have so much money, so their money stays the same size too.
Oh, I see.
So if you can afford so much house, as the house prices go up, they can afford less house.
Okay.
Right? You with me? Carry the one. Yes. Now, what's the other thing is, now that's right now in May or June. Here's the thing. Come August, we've already seen a couple of interest rate hikes, right?
Right.
So in August, we're going to see more interest rate hikes. So now,
as the interest rate rises, I think is what you're saying, that their buying power stays.
That's right. It's effectively smaller, right? Because as interest rates go up, now I can afford even less house. Now your house is more expensive.
Because that interest rate is going to cost me more to borrow that money.
That's right.
Right.
That's right. So now that's that. So there's also one other thing that's going to happen toward the end of the year.
And that is?
So think of it this way. If all the house prices are going up, and now the interest rates are going up.
Right.
Is consumer confidence.
I don't know if I want to.
There you go.
I'm not sure if I should. I mean, people
are going to get nervous. People are going to get nervous. And now your smaller pool of people, or really you have less buyers in the pool now.
Right.
Pretty soon you're going to have no buyers in the pool.
No buyers? Like 2008, 2009, 2010? No buyers?
That's exactly right. It's going to be bedlam. It's cats and dogs living together. It's chaos of biblical proportions.
That's not good.
Thank you, Ghostbusters. But yeah, here's the point. Yeah, I mean, now is the perfect time. Well, the perfect time to sell was 15 years ago,
And buy, right?
and maybe presumably 6 months ago.
Right.
But the second best time is right now,
Right.
before those interest rates go up. And even as housing prices increase, well, if you get in now, you're going to be able to continue to raise your equity as the housing prices increase. So there's no.
So as a buyer, it's a good time to buy.
Yes.
And as a seller, it's a good time to sell.
Yes.
Because you're going to still have a fair amount of buyers out there.
Yes.
Right.
That's it. That's it.
Get it.
So now is the best time. In fact, we're dealing with a couple of people right now who are like, well, I might wait, or I'm maybe toward the end of the summer, or I don't know if I have the time. And we're trying to push them without being pushy, right? Because no one wants to be pushy. No one wants a pushy realtor.
Right. But you know what you do want in a realtor is you want the facts, and you want to know the truth, and you want to know what's really going on and how that's going to affect your ability to sell your house.
So hop on sick, people. Come August, you're going to see higher interest rates, up to 7%. Then
Could be, yes.
the buyers are going to get really nervous.
Your buyer confidence gets.
Sell your house now, right now. Even don't use us. Even just sell your house. You don't care what you use. Sell it.
Use a realtor.
If you're going to sell it, don't just run out to sell your house.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
Right. So, okay. Well, I really appreciate that information, Jim. I think that was
I
really
appreciate the
helpful.
information from you, Tracy.
It was very helpful to understand kind of where we are.
All right,
the
enough of that nonsense. Let's talk about something fun. Eggs in the City.
Eggs in the City. Eggs in the City is a great little local restaurant.
It's on 27. I'm reading. It's on 2795 South. You can tell I'm reading because I squint because I need glasses.
2300 East.
2300 East. 2795 South in Salt Lake City. It's actually up in Millcreek. Just come off the I-80, and it's right there.
Right off of the 2300 East exit.
Yes. If you don't know where that is, call someone. Meet you there. It's delicious.
But the great thing about Eggs in the City is that it is open on Sunday. It's open Monday through Sunday.
It is.
And the times that it is open is
8 a.m. until 2 p.m.
Huh. Eggs in the City, 8 a.m.
It's like a breakfast and lunch
Like
place.
a brunchy.
But it's really good. You got to go there. If you haven't gone there, you miss out. Oh, tell them about your story about what happened.
It's got a great patio. Speaking of that great
when
patio.
you went, yes, I guess.
So this was like, I don't know, 3 or 4. I can't even remember when this was.
It's like 4 months ago.
I think it was like in the fallish time because we were sitting outside, not you, but Camilla and I were sitting outside and, pandemic wise, trying to be safe. And all of a sudden the electrical pole.
I heard a boom.
Yeah. And no, we saw it crack. It went.
The electricity blasted
and
the wire.
And the cable came flying down and kind
onto the road.
Yeah.
Just like the movies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
crazy. And the whole block in Eggs in the City, everybody was out.
And then Tracy dived on the wire to save everybody else and died.
I didn't.
No, that's not true.
I didn't.
That's not.
But that was an exciting moment. No, that's what happened. And then people they had to close Eggs in the City, but we had our food still, so we were able to finish.
But crazy story.
Yeah,
crazy things happen.
Crazy things happen. And the people there are so nice and so actually
they really are sweet. They really are sweet people.
Like they were so concerned about it. They took chairs from the patio and they went out and placed them in front of that electrical dead wire and stuff to block off traffic so people wouldn't drive their cars over it. I mean, they're very responsible and very nice people.
Very exciting moment in the city.
Yeah.
But check it out. We're happy to meet you there because honestly, it is super good. Any excuse. We met Win there because Win loves it too.
Right.
We're going to have Win on the show, actually. You're going to love Win.
Win will be great.
But it was nice. Anyway, Eggs in the City is one of our favorite places in Millcreek.
Yeah. So there you go. So I think the next thing that we wanted to cover was
nobody thinks their baby is ugly. What does that mean? What do you mean by that?
Nobody thinks their baby is ugly. It's true though. No one thinks their baby is ugly. You think your baby is the most beautiful.
Everybody loves their babies. Everybody,
you love your baby.
You love your kids,
yeah,
right? Everybody. So here's how that relates. When you go to sell your house, and you love your house,
Like
or
you love your baby.
like you love your baby, or, there's similarities. So some say people love their house like they love their baby. It gets weird. But, so you're in the worst possible position to judge the value of your house. Think about that for a minute. You love your house. You think it's so cool. So when a realtor comes in, like, how are people who are selling their houses kind of looking at the market, looking at their house, looking at the market?
Well, everybody
looking
thinks
at
that
their
they
house,
can, tell you the
Yeah,
price of
and
their
they have
house
the
because it's
best
at the
house.
fingertips of their.
and they have the best house. And so they're like, my house is worth this. And then a realtor comes in, and what do we do? How do we do a
We do a
competitive market
5,
analysis?
5 and 5, right?
Yeah, 5 active,
Right,
5 pending,
right,
and 5 recently sold.
right.
Right. And that is the analysis. That's what gives you the actual price,
The actual numbers.
market price of your house.
Right.
So what sometimes happens is a realtor will come in and do some sort of market analysis, and you think your house is worth $850, and they come in and say, maybe I get $780.
Right.
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 And then you're like, I want a second opinion. And then you go to the next real estate agent, and maybe, let's say, for example, they come back and they do say, okay, let's try it for $850. And then it sits.
Right now, of all times, okay, so right now, I think right now is the worst time to really kind of go at it with trying to like go high overprice on your house, because you don't want it to sit. It's sitting longer than a couple weeks typically right now. And
Yep. And remember, the buyers are getting out of the pool.
yeah, you're not going to get
Getting out.
those top prices that you could get if you price your house, strategically. You're going to get a larger pool of buyers.
But
And that's what you want.
Yeah, that's right. But you need a competitive market analysis to do that. We recommend using a realtor for that. You don't think your baby is ugly. You don't think your house is ugly. You love it. You're going to price it, overprice it, especially right now because the market's changing. So it's actually fairly difficult for realtors to come in and give you a really accurate, aggressive, and right price for your house.
Right, because it does, like you said, it's changing constantly, sort of thing. So yeah, so your baby is not ugly to you. I mean, it's not ugly to us either.
Have you seen? Just to ask yourself this, because we have, like, everyone has seen. Let's be honest with each other, shall we? Everybody's seen an ugly baby.
Every baby
Right?
is beautiful,
But everybody thinks their baby is beautiful. So think about that when you think about pricing your own house.
Yeah.
Or with a realtor comes in with a lower price and you're looking for it.
Use the experts.
Yes. All right.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that is our show for today. We're trying to make them just short and snappy. We're trying to give you good information as best we can. If you have something you want us to talk about, we actually do know stuff, and we also do research with other realtors before we do the show. So we want to let you know that we're trying to bring the best content to you. If you think we have good content, share it with your friends.
Yes, please do. Share.
Yeah, podcast spread by word of mouth, especially young, new podcasts. So please let us know how we can add more information that you're interested in, or if we're doing a good job, or if we're doing a bad job. And that's our show.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Say goodnight, Tracy.
Good night, Gracie.